So I think we've got a few minutes left. I saw there was 1 or 2 hands that went up. If the audience has questions, maybe just speak them loudly and I'll repeat them for the group. Yeah.
For Laura, because you had distinguished before between technology and IP, and I wasn't sure what the difference is between something that's just intellectual property versus something that's technology.
Well, the distinction.
I'm just going to repeat the question.
Sorry.
The question was basically, could you make it? You made a distinction earlier between the value of technology and the value of intellectual property, especially in the face of an acquisition. And could you just elaborate a little bit more on how you distinguish between the two?
Yeah. So the real world example of what I mean by that is there are sort of 2 types of licensing that happen. One comes with a company that's innovated in a space, or a university that's innovated a certain technology, and they have the technology. So the actual widget, the thing that you are interested in, whether it be software, in our case a lot of the time, maybe it's a software for doing a certain thing that would be very useful to us. That's the technology. There's IP that goes along with that, of course. So in the patents world that I'm in, there could often be patents that cover the technology that they have come up with. And so that is often, if a company comes to us and says, we have this really great idea, we think it'll make a lot of sense if you incorporate it into your Maps product. It will be because they have a tangible thing that we can incorporate in. They have the engineers and the know-how, and they will often become part of the team. And that's how we grow our products and continue to innovate, is by smart startups out there who come up with things that we can incorporate into our technology. Then you have just IP. So maybe it was 10 years ago where there was some development in an area, didn't go anywhere, and there's a patent, but there's nothing coming along with it. And that's where someone's asking, you should take a license to this because we have a patent covering a certain thing, but we aren't getting the technology. We've already independently developed that ourselves. So now 10 years forward, we have this existing product, and someone is coming with just IP. So it's just a difference in how the rights get transferred, the approach that whether it be an MP or an operating company or a startup, it just varies a lot.
Think of it carrot versus stick. Right, so carrot is the technology, right? So you can have this dangling out in front of them and saying, hey, we can give you our engineers that show you the patent says this, but you really don't know how to implement it. And so you get some of our researchers, IBM was very good at this, going out and sharing that know-how, that experience, and that's intellectual property. And you can put a price tag on that. So there's a price for the technology, and then you come in with the patents and say, okay, by the way, you need these patent licenses as well. So you just couple it together, and it makes a win-win.
Yeah, technology, as I referred to as secret sauce, is always going to help drive, and it'll drive value, a lot more value, because then they can go back to their executives and say, well, I'm paying X million dollars because we're going to get to market 6 months faster, we're going to spend costs are going to be X amount % less. You can go through and you can justify, as opposed to say, I'm going to pay you for a patent portfolio, or we're going to pay somebody for a patent portfolio to keep doing what we were doing. What value does it bring to us? So it helps with the dynamics of closing the deal.
Well, there are different people in the room too. I'm in the room in the one case where it's just something we've already independently developed, and in the other case it's the engineers who develop our products, who are much faster and able to make decisions to spend money than I can. I don't have my own $10 million war chest. So.
Although Brian does, just as an aside. He's going to regret saying that. For you, my friend, 9.999.